During this period, can you tell us what were the problems within the Gambian National Army?
I am not going to testify regarding that, please. I invoke my constitutional immunity on all those issues.
Mr. Touray, I warn you that this is not the place to raise the issue of immunity. If you want to raise immunity claim, you take it to the High Court. Let me just finish.
I am not going to continue further.
I would tell you.
You may also use all your legal tools, and then we will proceed and see. I thank you.
I'm
not speaking.
In June 2019, the nation watched one of the most shocking moments in the entire TRC. A former powerful man, a former minister, a member of the 1994 junta sat before the commission. But instead of answering the truth, he looked the nation in the eye and said he will not testify. This is the story of Yankuba Touray.
I've been found the convict guilty of murder, guilty of the murder of Usman Koro Sise in cold blood, and having considered that this court does not have any discretion under Section 188 of the Criminal Code, the convict Yankuba Touray is hereby sentenced to death. And pursuant to Section 252 of the Criminal Procedure Code, the said sentence of death shall be by hanging.
Before Yankuba Touray was taken to court and sentenced to death by hanging, something happened that shocked the entire nation. One of the most dramatic moments in TRC history began the day he appeared before the commission. At first, he refused to swear, refused to take the oath, refused to cooperate, and insisted he was protected by one word: immunity. After pressure from the commission, he eventually agreed to swear, but even after taking the oath, he still refused to testify. That act of defiance became the turning point. It pushed investigators to dig deeper, and it opened the door to the evidence that would later lead to his trial and conviction for the murder of Usman Koro Sise. In July 2021, the High Court of the Gambia found Yankuba Touray guilty of murder. The judge ruled that he played a central role in the killing of Koro Sise. Under Gambian law, murder carries only one penalty: death by hanging, and that is the sentence he received. Later, the Supreme Court upheld his conviction and commuted the death penalty to life imprisonment. This is the story of Yankuba Touray.
May I ask that the OSA inform the witness that he's been subpoenaed rather, to appear before the TRRC. Let's see whether he shows up. Thank you. May I ask that the gentleman wearing the black suit to take a seat at the place reserved for the audience. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Mr. Witness, could you stand up, please? Thank you.
Mr. Witness, if you're going to make a statement, that should be within the context of the proceedings, and that involves, because we hope you'll be telling the truth to the Commission. If you speak to the Commission, it should be telling the truth. So swearing
Turn
in,
on the microphone.
swearing in can go ahead.
Could you swear in the witness,
Chairman.
please?
No. Not yet. Not yet. Just take your time. Take your time. Sorry, my
May I
counsel.
ask that the witness be sworn in, please?
Yes.
Swear in. If he refuses to swear in, you don't force him. Just let him know that he is being asked to swear in.
Swearing in now.
Mr. Touray, can you speak into the microphone?
Okay. Mr. Chairman, I think I am leaving. If that is the case.
No, if he's not going to talk, we'll continue. We have a statement. We have. No, he's not saying it. Okay.
Mr. Chair,
thank you very much, everyone. I'll read a statement on behalf of the Commission. That through its reconciliation and the Reparations Commission has issued multiple subpoena to Mr. Yankuba Touray to appear before the Commission to testify as a person adversely mentioned for his involvement in human rights violations between 1994 and 1996. All those subpoenas were postponed, and the last time a subpoena was issued on the 24th day of June 2019 for his appearance and testimony before the Commission today, the 26th day of June. During a meeting this morning between Mr. Touray, the Chairman, and the Commission summer staff members, Mr. Touray indicated his refusal to honor the subpoena. He is presently within the premises of the TRRC, but as just have been seen, he has clearly refused to appear and testify before the Commission pursuant to the subpoena. Mr. Yankuba Touray claims that he has immunity from prosecution for all human rights violations that occurred between 1994 and 1997. It must be noted, however, that even if this immunity claim were to be accepted, which is not the case, he cannot lawfully refuse to appear before the Commission and answer questions that do not directly violate the immunity he claims. Mr. Yankuba Touray has also been informed on several occasions that failure to respect a subpoena issued by the TRRC constitutes a contempt of court and is therefore liable to be referred to the High Court for prosecution. In the light of this, the Commission has to act firmly and within the parameters of the law to ensure that actions of this nature are dealt with the full force of law. I therefore have no choice but to order the immediate arrest of Mr. Yankuba Touray pursuant to sections 15(1)H and 15(2)B of the TRRC Act 2017, and to hand him over forthwith to the police station that has jurisdiction over offenses within this area, and a referral to be submitted as soon as possible to the Attorney General's chambers for prosecution of Mr. Yankuba Touray at the High Court. That's the end of our statement. We would conclude our meeting today, and Council, you have a
Mr. Chair, may I ask that Mr. Touray be given another chance and be asked by the Commission staff to come and appear before the Commission and be sworn in and testify. If he refuses a second time, you adjourn the proceedings, and that would be it. It's just a request that I have made in light of what we have seen Mr. Touray do when he entered the room. It's a deliberate refusal. Let's give him another chance for the record and see how he reacts. I crave your indulgence, Mr. Chair, to ask him to come in again and be sworn in to testify.
Counsel, are you confident that he would change his mind and do it? I don't want the Commission to be a kangaroo body. He comes in, no, ta-ta-ta, storms out, and then comes back again.
I am not convinced he would. I'm not confident that he would come, but I just want it for the record so that it would be completely and extremely clear to everybody that he is refusing. I crave the Chairman's indulgence for that to be done. It wouldn't take more than a minute or two. But let's just give him another opportunity to come in. If he refuses, it becomes completely clear to everybody that this is a blanket refusal. to honor the subpoena by the Commission.
Counsel, I'm obliged to help
Yes.
out your situation, but
Yes,
after reading the statement, I
Indeed.
don't want him to make a mockery of the statement.
I appreciate that, Mr. Chair. And I'll be very grateful if the Chair would indulge us, just on this particular occasion. Thank you.
Fine.
Thank you.
After the tense standoff, the TRC gave Yankuba Touray another chance. Lead Counsel Essa Fall reminded him that the nation had waited 25 years for answers and that the Commission was allowing him to speak, an opportunity to clear his name or finally face the truth. The lead counsel explained the law clearly. Immunity did not protect anyone from testifying before the TRC. It did not shield anyone from telling the truth, and it did not silence the victims who deserved answers. With all eyes on him, with the cameras rolling, and with the country listening, Yankuba Touray was asked again, "Are you now willing to testify before this commission?" He paused, he took a deep breath, and for a moment it seemed like he would finally speak. He eventually agreed to take the oath, but even after swearing to tell the truth, he still refused to answer questions. He insisted that everything he did during the AFPRC era was protected by immunity. He said he had nothing to say, nothing to add, nothing to explain. That second refusal became the final confirmation the TRC needed. Yankuba Touray was not there to cooperate, not there to tell the truth, not there for the families of the victims. His silence spoke louder than any testimony he could have given.
Call the witness again. Yes, call the witness again and ask him whether he would come and appear before the Commission pursuant to the summons. Go, yes.
And Counsel, would he also be agreeable to be sworn in? He has to.
Yes, the rules are, Mr. Chair, that when a person appears pursuant to a summons or a subpoena, the person would have to be sworn in. In fact, refusal to be sworn in attracts certain other consequences. And it has just been brought to my attention, and I want to read it out to the Commission. And this is, just a moment, let me clarify which act this is. And okay, this is Section 125 of the Criminal Code. What's the name of that? It is Section 125 of the Criminal Code, that is Volume 3 of the Laws of the Gambia. And it says, when a person appearing either in obedience to a summons or by virtue of a warrant or being present in court and being verbally required by the court to give evidence, A, refuses to be sworn or affirmed, having been sworn or affirmed, refuses to answer a question put to him or her. C, refuses or neglects to produce a document or thing which he or she is required to produce, or when lawfully required to do so, refuses to sign his or her deposition. Without any such case offering any lawful or reasonably sufficient excuse for the refusal or neglect, the court may adjourn the case for any period not exceeding 8 days and may, in the meantime, commit the person in prison unless he or she sooner consents to do what is required of him or her. The Commission has powers that are akin to the High Court, and the Commission can resort to this particular provision. I am not asking that the Commission commits Mr. Touray to prison in case he refuses to be sworn in. But what I am asking for is that he be given another opportunity to come back such that the record would be absolutely clear that when it is referred in the High Court, his previous action would be misinterpreted. At least it would be very clear. It wouldn't appear that At least we want to remove every doubt that Mr. Touray is not cooperating with the Commission.
Thank you, Counsel. Can you come for a brief consultation, please?
Much obliged.
Thank you, Counsel, for that brief consultation. You may bring in the witness.
Please invite Mr. Touray to come in response to the subpoena. Thank you.
Good morning once again, Mr. Touray. The commissioners want to give you another opportunity to go inside the hearing room to testify on the oath.
Can they hear me from here?
No, you cannot speak here. You must, before you speak, you must.
I'm not going because the problem is the commission.
The mic is off right now.
It's off.
Yeah.
Can I see somebody else?
If you want to speak, you must.
No, let me have a meeting because we had a meeting first. And then let me have somebody to discuss with first.
So you are not going?
To, on the oath?
Yeah.
To testify on the oath?
Yes. All right. Excuse me.
Sorry. Mr. Touray, the Commission is inviting you pursuant to the subpoena served in him to come and respond to the subpoena by entering an appearance before the Commission. Are you prepared to come in and respond to the subpoena and appear formally before the Commission?
You want me to respond to you?
Yes.
We had a preliminary meeting. The chairman promised me that they are going to have a meeting. The commissions, they are going to have a meeting. And
are you coming in or you not coming?
I came in.
Are you prepared to formally enter an appearance and appear before the Commission?
Yeah, I can appear before the commission.
And be sworn in?
What does that mean?
You have to take an oath, promise to tell the truth, and testify before the Commission.
No, I'm not going to testify.
You're not going to appear?
I'm not going to testify before the commission.
All right. So you're not coming in?
I can appear, but I will not testify. I will not testify. I will not answer any of your questions.
I am telling you that it is a criminal offense. It's a contempt of court if you fail to answer the questions by the Commission.
Yes,
okay. So you want to come in and refuse to answer questions?
Yes, I will not answer any of your questions.
You may come?
No, I'm not coming as well.
Okay. You're refusing to appear before the Commission?
Yes, sir. The problem is,
answer the question.
Is this an ambush?
Okay, that's the end of it. I am nothing saying nothing else.
Is this an ambush?
Can you end it there? I'm not here to answer questions.
Okay.
I am here to inform you that you are invited by the Commission to come and appear. if you refuse to come and appear, that would attract consequences. The chairman has already made a pronouncement on that. This is a second chance you are being given to come and formally appear before the commission. If you refuse, we leave it at that.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Thank you for graciously allowing Council to give Mr. Touray a second chance to appear formally before the Commission and be sworn in and to testify. In the witness room, he has clearly indicated to me that he refuses to appear formally before the Commission because he would refuse to be sworn in and to testify. All that aside, we want it clearly on the record. We want to know exactly what Mr. Touray is going to do, such that it would be clear to everyone. There won't be any doubt as to what he is trying to do. Mr. Touray, here you are. You're sitting right in front of the Commission. Are you ready to formally appear and testify before the Commission?
I am ready to appear before the Commission, formally.
Can you take the oath, please?
What is it?
I, Yankuba Touray,
I, Yankuba Touray,
do swear that
do swear that
I'll speak the truth,
I'll speak the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you.
Thank you, Counsel. You may proceed with the questioning.
Yes. Mr. Touray, can you tell us your full names, please?
I am Yankuba Touray.
Where do you live?
Bijilo.
Mr. Touray, what the conversation we are going to have is being translated for other people to hear. It is also being recorded, so it would be helpful for us to allow about 3 seconds in between our speeches, such that our speeches would not overlap. Can you give us information about your educational background? Microphone, please.
From 1974 to 1979, and then Muslim High School. From 1979 to 1984.
And what's your date of birth?
My date of birth, 9 June 1966.
Can you tell us what you did upon completion of high school?
I joined the Gambian National Army in 1986.
And kindly tell us your progression within the Army from 1986 onwards.
I was a private soldier in 1986, later promoted to Lance Corporal in 1988, later 1989 a corporal, and 1990 sergeant. 1991 then I went to Fort Benning, Georgia for the Infantry Officer Basic Training School.
When did you complete the training?
In 1991.
And tell us what you did when you returned to Gambia.
When I came, I was posted at Kudang military camp as the camp commandant.
Proceed, please.
And later posted to Farafenye between 1993 and 1994.
During this period, can you tell us what were the problems within the Gambian National Army?
I am not going to testify regarding that, please. I invoke my constitutional immunity on all those issues.
Mr. Touray, I warn you that this is not the place to raise the issue of immunity. If you want to raise immunity claim, you take it to the High Court. Let me just finish. This is a truth commission. It's not a civil or criminal proceeding. It is, in fact, not a legal proceeding. So the claimed immunity does not apply to a fact-finding mission by the Commission of Inquiry.
Counsel, I still stand by my position that I invoke the constitutional immunity. The Constitution is the supreme law of this country. Any proceeding that is against the 1997 Constitution, I am not going to testify, and I will not answer any questions.
You may want to hide behind that, Mr. Touray. Let me finish, Mr. Touray. You cannot be interrupting me when I speak. I would also accord you the same respect. I would not interrupt you when you speak. So we have to observe proper decorum in the proceedings of the Truth and Reconciliations Commission. Agreed?
I'm listening.
Good. I will not enter into a legal debate with you as to whether immunity applies here or not. I would proceed to ask my questions and would remind you that it is an offense under the laws of the Commission, under the TRRC Act, for failing to answer questions by the Commission. You understand?
I understand. I have gone through your laws and your rules of procedure.
Thank you very much.
So Counsel, please let us not prolong this issue. In the sense that I have appeared, when you ask me whether I'm going to appear and testify, I made it clear that I am going to appear. So the issue of testimony before this commission is out. And I do not recognize the legitimacy of this commission when I have constitutional immunity. I am not going to continue further.
I would tell you.
You may also use all your legal tools, and then we will proceed and see. I thank you. I'm not speaking. I invoke my constitutional immunity.
Mr. Touray, may I inform you that under Section 125, so, Mr. Chair, Mr. Chair, I think, hold a second.
Yankuba Touray was not an ordinary man. He was a key member of the Armed Forces Provisional Ruling Council, the AFPRC, the military group that overthrew the Gambian government in 1994. He served as Minister of Local Government, Minister of Youth and Sports, Minister of Works, and one of Yahya Jammeh's most trusted insiders. But behind the power, behind the uniform, was a dark secret the nation had been waiting decades to hear. In 1995, Finance Minister Ousmane Koro Cisse was brutally murdered. According to evidence and witness testimonies, Koro was beaten to death in Yankuba Touray's own house. Then his body was placed in his official Mercedes-Benz and burnt to destroy evidence. For more than 25 years, the truth was buried. and for 25 years, Gambians waited for answers. When the TRC summoned him, the nation expected the truth. But instead of answering, Touray hid behind a claim of constitutional immunity. He insisted he was protected from prosecution because he served in the AFPRC, refused to answer, refused to cooperate. The commission warned him, but he still said no. His refusal led to immediate arrest for contempt.
Mr. Chair, it is quite obvious that Mr. Touray is refusing to comply with the subpoena simply because he has come, entered an appearance, and refuses to answer questions, even though those questions do not even have anything to do with the immunity that he claims. The immunity, if it applies at all, applies for actions that occurred from July 22nd onwards. The question, what were the problems in the army in 1994, have nothing to do with the immunity he claims to have. In this regard, we ask that the Commission maintains the order that the chairman had issued previously. We thought that by giving him the red carpet to come back here, Mr. Touray would show respect to the Commission and proceed. But what we have seen is that he continues to treat the Commission with contempt and with great disrespect. This is a time that all Gambians are looking to our people to show good regard for the rule of law, to show respect to our people and our institutions. What we have seen is a blatant disregard of that. So on that regard, I crave the indulgence of the Commission to institute or to restate the order that the chairman had just given some minutes ago by ordering the arrest of Mr. Yankuba Touray. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Counsel. The statement that I read earlier.
Perhaps.
Sorry.
Yes. Go ahead.
As I said, the statement I read earlier stands. We just gave you the opportunity, didn't believe that it was going to happen, and what I had feared occurred. But anyway, the statement stands, the order stands as well. If we don't have any more points to raise, I would adjourn the meeting and we meet again tomorrow at 10 o'clock unless you have...
So may I take it, Mr. Chair, that you have ordered the arrest of Mr. Yankuba Touray?
The order stands.
The order stands. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
For many Gambians, this case was more than a trial. It was a moment of justice in a nation that suffered in silence for 22 long years. A powerful man who once commanded others finally faced the consequences of his own actions. And it all began on the day he refused to speak at the TRC. But this is not the end of the story. The courtroom drama that followed, the evidence that shocked the nation, and the final moments that led to his conviction will leave you speechless. Make sure you subscribe to Part 2, where we uncover what truly happened inside that courtroom. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next chapter of this powerful story. Thank you for watching. Part 2 coming soon.